What is going on to you Cancers? So you Cancers ironically have the moon, the sun, and the 10 of Pentacles for your first 3 cards. So these cards right here are very much so how a lot of you Cancers are very much so family orientated. You're a lot closer with your family members, even more so than you probably already are, right? Close to home, what's important to you. The moon and the sun and the 10 of Pentacles represents that. But it also represents a desire for you Cancers to enjoy your time. Just overall being grateful because you don't know how long people have left. You don't know, right? No one does, right? No one is that intelligent. You understand what I'm saying in that sense? But a lot of you Cancers are 10 of Pentacles. Y'all are enjoying your time being here, spending time with your family. A lot of you Cancer crabs didn't probably have a very stable or a very solid family unit when you were younger. And that's okay because that's just what comes with a Cancer crab. You'll have family members that'll have money, a certain element of money. That's guaranteed. Some money somewhere along those lines. I've never seen a Cancer crab in my life, no matter who it is, that didn't have some sort of cash. It's wild. Every single, and I know a lot of Cancer crabs, and none of y'all have been just, you ain't got anything to drool in a bucket. You understand what I'm saying? Every single time it was candy shops. You have a house. You have a place. Your family is rich. You coming up rich. You getting into real estate. I'm sitting up over here like, but you just, as far as the love is concerned, a lot of you Cancers probably didn't feel like, even though the family unit had a certain amount of money, right? A lot of you Cancers may have not felt that you were connected in a sense of love. Money was good, or the money was acceptable, right? It may have been billions, but the money is acceptable. But then the Fool represents how, so you're learning how to do that now. And then the Knight of Cups represents you want love now. You want to get more in touch with your heart. I talk about a lot getting in touch with your heart because that's where a lot of the power is. The heart is where the power is, but the brain is to give that heart direction. This is why I say that both the head and the heart have to agree. Because if your heart wants to do what it wants to do, that's where the power is. But the heart doesn't have any kind of sense of direction. That's where the chaos is. And then the mind is where the direction comes from, right? Directing it in a place that can essentially pay you back in the future, right? On that effort that you put in. But a lot of you Cancers are very much so still willing to date, willing to actually be more focused in the person or the people in general that you're getting to know romantically. The 5 of Swords. Not looking at everybody the same way and changing your changing your mentality on how you view dating overall. A few days ago, like it is I said before, a lot of you Cancers are getting in your own way because as much as people talk to you, they're not going to be able to get close to you if you don't allow them. They're not. Cancer crab has some of the hardest shells. And when you Cancers are ready, y'all, no one can get through that hardened, calcified shell. It's not gonna work. So a lot of you Cancers are learning to let the walls down, like I was talking about in the past readings. And I've said this in a live stream. The live stream isn't up, but I've said this in a live stream. Out of all the 12 zodiac signs, you Cancers have actually did the most improvement. And what I mean by that is you Cancer crabs back in 2021. Why am I talking about this? Because the year is coming to a close. But when you look at the progress I'm just proud of the progress that a lot of you have made, because back in 2021 and at the beginning of 2022, a lot of you cancers, right? A lot of you cancer crabs, you know, your mentality about dating was the person needs to somehow fit into your life while you're kind of giving them the Heisman, right? Like pushing them out, right? The football Heisman pose, this joint where they're blocking somebody that would cut them off, right? That would intercept them, even though they're trying to run for the touchdown, right? The touchdown post. So now you're not doing that anymore. Now a lot of you cancers are learning how to socialize and appreciate socializing, and not think that, you know, not have to be paranoid where everybody is against you. A lot of you cancer crabs are learning to get over that, and because of that, your transformation is very beautiful because of it, right? The Ace of Wands represents, and that's the type of people that you are ready for. You're holding up that sword only to the people who are demanding and trying to, you know, con something out of you. And I'm thinking of the word, you know, this is YouTube, you gotta watch it. But, you know, trying to get something out of you and really play you. A lot of you cancers are only going to give those types of people a difficult time. Four of Cups, you will relax. You will enjoy yourself. You will get to know other people without having to push everybody away, you know, because like it is, I said before, if you know anything about a cancer crab, it's like, I know this may sound kind of goofy, but it's like eating a crab, right? If you clean it well and you know what you're doing, a crab is very nutritious for you. I don't know if, you know, I don't want to get too scientific or too Virgo like on y'all, but that's my point though. Like when the, you know what I'm saying? Like the crab is snapping at you and stuff like this. But then when you get a chance to actually get some of that seafood, it's actually good for you. But on the outside, it is externally hard, not just because of the calcified exoskeleton, right, the shell of it, but also the fact that it's fighting against you to stay away because it wants to stay well, right? But that's where the problem used to be. And now you cancer crabs are doing something very beautiful and making a transformation to understand that not everybody wants you not everybody wants your destruction. Not everybody wants you to fail. You know, you have people that genuinely are serious about getting to know you. And a lot of you cancer crabs are working on not assuming that everybody is your enemy, which is great, because that will work for you even much more. So out of all the zodiac signs, you cancer crabs have actually done the most progress. Because there was a point in time when you cancer crabs, like I said, y'all, a lot of y'all really weren't willing to do anything to get to know anybody else, and you was just paranoid. You just thought that everybody was against you. And the thing about it is that the Seven of Pentacles and the Judgment represent, so that problem will be up to other people. That's not up to you, right? As far as the paranoia, you know. That's another thing too that you cancer crabs have to understand. When it comes to getting to know other people, you have the Seven of Pentacles and the Judgment. Regardless of if things don't necessarily work out with some keyword underlined, some of the people that you have, you will get to know. It doesn't mean that everybody is a bad mix or isn't a very good mix with you, right? A lot of the cancers are very attractive. You know, like I said before, I've been in love with a cancer woman before. I don't think I've ever met a cancer woman that wasn't, anyway, that I knew. But anyway, I ain't even gonna get into that. That's a whole other topic for another day. Look, point is, a lot of y'all are very attractive. A lot of y'all are not only attractive, but you got a lot of great, wonderful things working for y'all. You're smart, A lot of y'all are emotionally intelligent, whatever it is that y'all get off of that stuff yourselves. And you have you're very capable. You have a lot of things that you can do, very capable. You're very prepared, like water signs are naturally. A lot of water signs have a lot of different skills. And people would be lucky to have you. You know what I mean? It's just that you just have to make people even more luckier by kind of not giving them such a hard time. But let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I've known a couple of Cancer crabs. I've known a couple of Cancer. Tell y'all stories. But the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, and then you have the Judgment, and then you have the Seven of Swords. To clarify, to clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Is it done? Is it done? Okay. The Four of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles now represents, I was about to tell my mom, go ahead and eat before me, but the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles is about how, to clarify the Seven of Pentacles, it's about you're very much so emotionally stable, you know, where how do I say this? You're, like I said before, you're prepared. If anybody is wasting your time, you'll just go talk to somebody else. You know, it really doesn't have to be this extreme, you know, and I understand where you Cancer crabs are coming from. What doesn't get you upset is when people that you're just now getting to know play games with you. It's people that you've known and that you've trusted for a long time plays games with you. But a lot of you Cancers are learning to not be vindictive in the sense of trying to get one over on somebody or to get them back, right? It's more so about learning how to detach yourself even from your own emotions in the sense of understanding more about how you feel. To understand anger when people that you're getting to know romantically decide that they are going to squander their opportunity by wasting your time or playing games with you. But you Cancers really have to understand that as long as your mind and your heart is in the correct place, a lot of y'all are very attractive. A lot of y'all are very capable. And I have to say this again, it really is their loss. Like I said, I've been in love with a Cancer crab. Wanted to get with a Cancer crab a time or two, but you know, kept me on the outside, kept me on the outside. It might have been a very good relationship, but kept me on the outside, but tried my hand, but and it's just about ultimately creating your own boundaries. Like if you're waiting for, give you some advice. If you're looking to see if a person is going to betray you, just pay attention to how fair weather they are. Like if they have a history of not being consistent, then that's a person that you really want to watch out for, especially when they act very nicely towards you. But if the person is very consistent, Cancer crabs, then it means that more than likely they're not really planning on doing anything or betraying your trust. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Overall, y'all have made great progress and I'm proud of you. Peace.